Shabbat Shalom, my beautiful brothers and sisters in Yahuwah Elohim, and welcome to our Shabbat Bible study. I hope everybody had a great week. Now it's time for Shabbat, time for study and prayer and teaching our children about Torah and about Yah's Word. Welcome everybody. Go ahead and grab your Bibles and we'll get started this evening. Tonight we're going to continue our study in Shemu'el Aleph, which is 1 Samuel, and we will be doing chapters 7, 8, and 9 tonight. It's not going to be a very long study, gang, because this is going to go along pretty quick. But it's good. It's a good study because there's a lot there and there's a lot to learn here, okay? Bring your kids because this is good for them to hear too, all right? All right. Go ahead and get comfy, find your favorite chair, and we'll get started. All right. Praise Yahuwah for bringing us all together tonight. Praise Yah. He is so awesome in everything that he does, and his word is absolutely fantastic. So let's get started tonight learning all about Yahuwah's Word. Okay? All right. Shemu'el Aleph, which is 1 Samuel, chapter 7. And the men of Kiriath Yearim came and took the ark of Yahuwah and brought it into the house of Abinadab on the hill, and set apart Eleazar, his son, to guard the ark of Yahuwah. And it came to be from the day that the ark remained in Kiriath Yearim, that the time increased. It came to be 20 years, and all the house of Yisrael lamented after Yahuwah. And Shemuel spoke to all the house of Yisrael, saying, If you return to Yahuwah with all your hearts, then put away the foreign mighty ones and Ashtaroth from among you, and prepare your hearts for Yahuwah, and serve him only, so that he delivers you from the hand of the Philistines. There's that pesky Ashtaroth again. Yeah, the fertility pole. The big phallic symbol that everybody dances around. Ugh, it's always there, right next to Baal. Oh yeah, here we go, verse 4. And the children of Israel put away the Baals and Ashtaroth, and served Yahuwah only. And Shemuel said, Gather all Israel to Mizpah, and let me pray to Yahuwah for you. And they gathered to Mizpah, and drew water, and poured it out before Yahuwah. And they fasted that day, and said there, We have sinned against Yahuwah. And Shemuel rightly ruled the children of Israel at Mizpah. And when the Philistines heard that the children of Israel had gathered together at Mizpah, the princes of the Philistines went up against Israel. And the children of Israel heard of it, and were afraid of the Philistines. And the children of Israel said to Shemuel, Do not cease to cry out to Yahuwah our Elohim for us, that he would save us from the hand of the Philistines. And Shemuel took a suckling lamb, and offered it as an ascending offering, completely to Yahuwah. And Shemuel cried out to Yahuwah for Yisrael, and Yahuwah answered him. And it came to be, as Shemuel offered up the ascending offering, the Philistines drew near to battle against Yisrael. But Yahuwah thundered with a great noise on that day on the Philistines, and troubled them. And they were smitten before Yisrael. And the men of Israel went out from Mizpah, and pursued the Philistines, and struck them as far as below Beth-kar. And Shemuel took a stone, and set it up between Mizpah and Shen, and called its name Eber-Hazur, saying, Thus far Yahuwah has helped us. So far so good, gang. Verse 13, then the Philistines were humbled, and no longer came into the border of Israel. And the hand of Yahuwah was against the Philistines all the days of Shemuel. And the cities which the Philistines had taken from Israel were returned to Israel, from Ekron to Gath. And Israel recovered its borders from the hands of the Philistines, and there was peace between Israel and the Amorites. And Shemuel rightly ruled Israel all the days of his life. And each year he made the rounds of Bethel and Gilgal and Mizpah, and rightly ruled Israel in all those places. Then he returned to Ramah, for his home was there, and there he rightly ruled Israel, and there he built a slaughter place to Yahuwah. Chapter 8. And it came to be, when Shemuel was old, that he made his sons rulers over Israel. And the name of this firstborn was Joel. And the name of his second, Abijah. Rulers in Beersheba. But his sons did not walk in his ways, and turned aside after own gain, and took bribes, and twisted right rulings. Going down the same path as Eli's sons did, huh? This is not going to turn out good. Verse 4, and all the elders of Israel gathered together and came to Shemuel at Ramah, and said to him, look, you are old, and your sons do not walk in your ways. Now appoint for us a sovereign, a king, to rule us like all the nations. So they're asking for a king now. Yeah, but let's be like all the heathens and have a king. They're not realizing who their king is. Yahuwah is their king. Ugh. Yeah, follow the man. Yep, men's rule. Yeah, that really works out well. We can see in our society. Verse 6, but the word was evil in the eyes of Shemuel when they said, give us a sovereign to rule us. So Shemuel prayed to Yahuwah. And Yahuwah said to Shemuel, listen to the voice of the people in all that they say to you, for they have not rejected you, but they have rejected me from reigning over them. Verse 8, according to all the works which they have done since the day that I brought them up out of Mitzrayim, even to this day, forsaking me, and serving other mighty ones, so they are doing to you too. And now listen to their voice, but you shall certainly warn them, and shall make known to them the ruling of the sovereign who does reign over them. So you better warn these people what's coming. If they want a king, this is what to expect. Verse 10, and Shemuel spoke all the words of Yahuwah to the people who asked him for a sovereign, and said, this is the ruling of the sovereign who does reign over you. He shall take your sons, and appoint them for his own chariots, and to be his horsemen, and they shall run before his chariots. They're going to be his soldiers. He's going to draft them. Verse 12, and appoint commanders over his thousands, and commanders over his 50s, or to plow his ground and reap his harvest, or to make his weapons and equipment for his chariots. He's going to make them indentured servants. Verse 13, and your daughters he is going to take to be perfumers and cooks and bakers, and the best of your fields and your vineyards and your olive trees he is going to take and give them to his servants. And a tenth of your grain and your vintage he is going to take and give it to his officers and servants, if he doesn't take it all. Yeah, he's going to have complete power. He's going to be able to do whatever he wants. Verse 16, and your male servants, and your female servants, and your best young men, and your donkeys, he is going to take and use for his own work. So he's just going to take all your stuff. Yeah, it's going to belong to the king. Verse 17. A tenth of your sheep he is going to take, and you are to be his servants. And you shall cry out in that day because of your sovereign, whom you have chosen for yourselves. Remember, everything in life is a choice. But Yahuwah is not going to answer you in that day, because he has been rejected. He's been thrown out of the society. Put that into modern terms. What's going on now? Verse 19. However, the people refused to listen to the voice of Shemuel and said, "No, but let us sovereign be over us. We want a king." Verse 20. Then we shall be, we also, like all the nations, and our sovereign shall rule us and go out before us and fight our battles. Yeah, let's go fight. Verse 21, and Shemuel heard all the words of the people, and he repeated them in the hearing of Yahuwah. And Yahuwah said to Shemuel, listen to their voice, and make them sovereign. And Shemuel said to the men of Israel, each of you go to his city. Chapter 9. And there was a man of Benjamin, whose name was Kish, son of Abiel, son of Tesor, son of Bechorath, son of Aphiah, a Benjamite, a mighty man of power. And he had a son, whose name was Shaul, young and handsome. And there was not a more handsome man than he among the children of Israel, taller than any of the people by the shoulders and upwards. He was really a handsome guy, stunning, had it all going on. And he was really a tall dude. He was taller than everybody else. Yeah? Who's our leader? Verse 3, and the donkeys of Kish, father of Shaul, were lost. And Kish said to his son Shaul, please take one of the servants with you and arise. Go seek the donkeys. Go out and find my donkeys for me. They took off. Verse 4, and he passed through the mountains of Ephraim and through the land of Shalishah, and they did not find them. Then they passed through the land of Shalom, but they were not. Then he passed through the land of the Benjamites, but they did not find them. They came to the land of Suf, and Shaul said to his servant who was with him, come, let us turn back, lest my father stop thinking about the donkeys and become worried about us. And he said to him, see, there is in the city a man of Elohim, and the man is esteemed. All that he says comes true without fail. Now, let us go there. It could be that he shows us the way to go. And Shaul said to his servant, but look, if we go, what do we bring the man? For the bread in our bags is all gone, and there is no present to bring the man of Elohim. What do we have? And the servant answered Shaul again, and said, look, I have here at hand 1/4 of a shekel of silver, and I shall give that to the man of Elohim, and he shall make known to us our way. Formerly in Israel, when a man went to inquire of Elohim, he spoke thus, come, let us go to the seer, for the prophet of today was formerly called a seer. And Shaul said to his servant, your word is good. Come, let us go. And they went to the city where the man of Elohim was. And they went up the hill to the city. They met some young women going out to draw water, and said to them, is the seer here? And they answered them and said, He is. Look, ahead of you. Hurry now, for he came to this city today, for the people have a slaughtering on the high place today. As you come into the city, you're going to find him before he goes up to the high place to eat, for the people do not eat until he comes, for he blesses the slaughtering. Afterward, they who are invited eat. And now, go up, for you shall find him about this time. And they went up into the city. They were coming into the midst of the city, and saw Shemuel coming out toward them to go up to the high place. And Shemuel had revealed, start that over, verse 15. And Yahuwah had revealed to Shemuel in his ear the day before Shaul came, saying, At this time tomorrow I shall send you a man from the land of Benjamin, and you shall anoint him leader over my people Yisrael, and he shall save my people from the hand of the Philistines. For I have seen my people, because their cry has come to me. And when Shemuel saw Saul, Yahuwah said to him, See, the man of whom I spoke to you, let this one govern my people. And Shaul drew near to Shemuel in the gate, and said, Please inform me, where is the house of the seer? And Shemuel answered Shaul, and said, I am the seer. Go up before me to the high place, for you shall eat with me today. And tomorrow I shall let you go, and make known to you all that is in your heart. As for your donkeys that were lost 3 days ago, do not set your heart on them, for they have been found. And on whom is all the desire of Yisrael? Is it not on you and on your father's house? So he's telling Shaul that he's going to be important. So just hang out and have some supper, and he'll let him know in the morning. Verse 21. And Shaul answered and said, Am I not a Benjamite? For the smallest of the tribes of Israel, and my clan, the least of all the clans of the tribe of Benjamin? Why then do you speak like this to me? And Shemuel took Shaul and his servant and brought them into the hall, and gave to them a place at the head of those who were invited, and there were about 30 men. And Shemuel said to the cook, Bring the portion which I gave you, of which I told you to set it aside. And the cook brought out the thigh with its upper part, and set it before Shaul. And Shemuel said, See what was kept back? It was set aside for you. Eat, for it has been kept for you for this appointed time, saying, I have invited the people. And Shaul ate with Shemuel on that day. And they came down from the high place into the city, and Shemuel spoke with Shaul on the roof. And they rose early, and it came to be about the dawning of the day that Shemuel called to Shaul on the roof, saying, Rise, so that I send you on your way. And Shaul rose, and both of them went outside, he and Shemuel. And they were walking toward the edge of the city. Shemuel said to Saul, Say to the servant to go on ahead of us. And he went on. But you stand here a moment, so that I let you hear the word of Elohim. And that's the end of chapter 9. Oh boy, this is getting good, gang. This is getting good. Oh boy, the children of Israel are really going to be in for it now. They've asked for a king above the Most High. No faith. Yeah, well, they put aside the Baals and the Ashtaroths, and now they want somebody else to worship. I guess Shaul's the guy. So we'll find out more about Saul, on Wednesday for our next study in Shemu'el Aleph. Okay? I hope y'all have a great Shabbat. Enjoy Yah's day and enjoy Yah's peace. Shabbat Shalom. Enjoy it. Study and pray. Gang, we need to be doing some serious prayer here. I'm telling you, we need to be doing some serious prayer because this world is getting ready to slip off the edge. And we're getting ready to go down a road that none of us have ever been down before. There is so much confusion and so much deceit, lies, flat out lies and confusion everywhere. Yeah, our dear leader says one thing one day, says another thing the next day, and it just causes all kinds of confusion. He calls people nasty words. He talks filthy out of his mouth. He is a disaster, starting wars all over the place. And this doesn't just have to do with Democrat or Republican. They are two wings of the same stinking bird. This is their plan. This is the plan for the Great Reset. Yeah. And who's going to be the ones to take it in the shorts? All of us. Just like we always are. The elites aren't going to end up screwed up out of all of this. Just all of us. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to drop a nugget down in the description box. Okay, it's just going to say information nugget on it. Please click on to that and read this document. It's called Executive Order 13603. Okay, this is an executive order that was printed up during the Obama administration. And they haven't used it because it was a setup for something in the future. I've been monitoring this for a long time, and I've been trying to tell people about this for a long time. And now I believe that it's going to come to fruition. Just because of everything that's going on, it sure is a setup. Today they announced that they're going to start drafting people in December, I think it said, that everybody from the age of 18 to 35 or 42, I think 42, are automatically registered for the draft, automatically. Okay? So think about what we just read. Think about everything in Yah's word that we just read. Yah never lies, ever. His word is true and righteous. Praise Yahuwah. Praise our Abba Father Yahuwah for being righteous and the only truth in this world. Think about what we just went over and then read that executive order. And I want you to tell me what you think. Put it down in the comments so that we can have a conversation going on here. Because I really believe that this is what's coming. Yeah? How many times does prophecy come true? Always. Always prophecy comes true. And when we read this tonight about, they want a king. What does our fearless leader declare himself to be? And what is the nation state of Israel claim him to be? They declare him to be their Messiah. Yeah, but we all know about Israel. We all know that the inhabitants of Israel are not the children of Yisrael. That's right, they're not. They're of the tribe of Japheth, who hijacked being Hebrew during the Crusades, when they were forced with making a decision of either being Muslim or Catholic, because the Crusades were going on and the Muslims and the Catholics were fighting, and those people ended up in between them, and they hijacked being Hebrew. Look it up. Look up what I'm saying. I am not lying to you. I am telling you the truth. After World War II, the children of Japheth were given the land of Canaan by the Rothschilds. Look up what I'm saying. Look it up. Take the time to know the truth. All right? And then you'll understand. Seek and ye shall find. Ask and it shall be revealed. Yah will show you the truth. Okay? Alright. This is pretty serious stuff, gang. This is pretty serious stuff. So please read the document that I'm dropping down into the description box. Alright? Alright, gang. Enjoy the Shabbat. Shabbat Shalom to all of you. And bless everyone seeking wisdom and knowledge through Yahuwah, our Elohim. And y'all have a good night, and we will see you on Wednesday, 4th day, for our next study. Okay? Alright, gang. Y'all have a good one, and we'll see you when we see you. Shabbat Shalom.